in the previous lecture? Can you tell what we have discussed up till now? Yes, please. Aishwarya, you are not audible properly. Hello? Who will tell that? What points we have discussed in the previous lecture?
Importance of business themes.
Yes, introduction to the business ethics.
Yes, importance of business ethics, introduction to business ethics. See, briefly to revise, we have seen these points: introduction of teacher, vision, mission, syllabus, about title of course, central idea of course, importance of the course. All that points we have discussed, and then introduction of chapter number 1 we have started. Okay. See, frequently I am telling you, please join the lecture in time, and again additionally I am giving 5 minutes also. Once it is started and I have to give access to you, that is disturbing during the lecture. Okay, so we will come up to the point. So this first chapter we have started, introduction chapter. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
त्यातला पहिला point discuss झालाय का? Importance of this business ethics. Overview we have taken. Why business ethics is required? Can anyone tell briefly why business ethics is required? Why it is required? What will happen if it is not there? What is importance of business ethics?
While study of business ethics, we have to follow some rules, follow some policies. Under we have to work that some policies. The decision will be taken according to the decision should be taken according to the particular situation. These are studied under this.
Okay. So under certain circumstances, there should be some guideline for you that what is right, what is wrong, what should be done, what should not be done. And so to understand all that things, this business ethics, it is required. This overview we have seen, and I think in the previous lecture we have started with this point, importance of business ethics. Okay, so in the exam, importance of this business ethics, you have to write by considering 11 points. So from this first point we have covered consumer movement. See, there are total 11 points. I think we have discussed some points from that. Yes or no? Which points we have discussed in that importance? What is the first point of importance of business ethics? Consumer movement. What is the meaning of consumer movement? Hello? Am I audible properly to everyone?
Yes, I am audible.
Okay. Please mute yourself if you are not going to talk anything. Okay. So I will just go through that points once again, even though it has been discussed in the previous lectures. So just we will take it from start as we are meeting after 3-4 days. See, this is syllabus of first chapter. त्याच्यामध्ये पहिला पॉइंट काय याच्यामध्ये बिझनेस एथिक्स ओव्हरव्ह्यू. मग ह्याचा ओव्हरव्ह्यू आपण बरचसं डिस्कस केलेला आहे. वाय बिझनेस एथिक्स इज रिक्वायर्ड, व्हॉट आर इट्स consequences, काय जर बिझनेस एथिक्स नसेल तर काय होईल. So that overview already we have seen. Now next point we have, so this is the first point. Now second point we have started from this chapter, that is importance of business ethics. And to understand the importance of business ethics, there are total 11 points which we have to see. So why this business ethics is required? To understand that, we have to see total 11 points related to the importance of business ethics that we will do one by one. After completion of this point, third, we have to discuss this key context in the business ethics. Business ethics वरती अफेक्ट करणारे कुठले दोन मेन पॉइंट्स आहेत. त्यातला पहिला पॉइंट आहे ग्लोबलायझेशन आणि दुसरा आहे सस्टेनेबिलिटी. हे दोन मेन पॉइंट्स आहेत. And after that, we have to see this normative ethical theory and contemporary ethical theories. Like this, we can say there are total 4 points in this chapter. First is overview, that is completed. Importance of business ethics, that we are going to start today. Then key context, that will be covered in the upcoming lectures. And ethical theories. So there are two types of ethical theories, normative and contemporary. So these points we will keep apart now. We will not discuss more about this. But this importance of business ethics we are going to see today. So there are total 11 points to understand the importance of business ethics. First point, it is consumer movement. Now what is the meaning of consumer? पहिल्यांदा कुठले पॉइंट आहेत ते बघा. कंझ्युमर मुवमेंट, कंझ्युमर सॅटिस्फॅक्शन, स्टॉप बिझनेस माल प्रॅक्टिसेस, इम्प्रूव्ह द कस्टमर कॉन्फिडन्स, that is 4th point. 5th one, it is survival of business, importance of labor, healthy competition, creates good image. So this one. Then smooth functioning, protecting employees, competitors, dealers, and develops good relation. Okay, so these are 11 points that we have to understand to have the importance of business ethics. Okay, so let us discuss one by one. What is first point? Consumer. Now, have we discussed anything about this point previously? Tell me. Have we discussed this point, consumer movement, in previous lecture?
Little bit.
Little bit. Okay. So first.
Little bit.
Okay. So first we will see कुठल्या कुठल्या पॅरामीटर्स साठी किंवा कुणाकुणासाठी बिझनेस इथिक्स इम्पॉर्टंट आहे. नाउ when we consider business, who are the main people involved in the business? की ज्यांच्यासाठी बिझनेस इथिक्सची गरज आहे. फर्स्ट फॉर एक्झाम्पल, बिझनेस मधला इम्पॉर्टंट पॉइंट पहिला किंवा इम्पॉर्टंट स्टेक होल्डर इन द बिझनेस इज कस्टमर, or it is called as the consumer. Instead of customer, this technical word used, it is consumer every time. Hereafter you remember, consumer म्हणजे काय? Customer, जो तुमचं प्रोडक्ट विकत घेणारा कस्टमर आहे, that person is named as consumer. So first business ethics is required for that consumer, because consumerच नसेल तर business will not run at all. त्यामुळे पहिली बिझनेस इथिक्सची गरज कुणाला आहे? कंझ्युमरला. नाउ who are the other persons involved in the business, ज्यांच्यासाठी बिझनेस इथिक्सची आपल्याला इम्पॉर्टंट आहे किंवा ज्यांच्यासाठी बिझनेस इथिक्स असणं इम्पॉर्टंट आहे, असे कुठले एलिमेंट असतील अजून बिझनेस मध्ये? एक झाला कंझ्युमर, दुसरा कोण आहे?
Owner.
Owner, that is nothing but that businessman or owner of the business. Yes, correct. बिझनेस इथिक्स फक्त कंझ्युमर साठी नाही तर मेन त्याच्या ओनर साठी सुद्धा आहे. फॉर एक्झाम्पल
All stakeholder.
All stakeholders. Okay, that is there. All stakeholders means whom we can say as a stakeholder? Vendors, suppliers. त्याच्यामध्ये फायनल प्रोडक्ट बनवण्यासाठी जे रॉ मटेरियल लागतं, ते रॉ मटेरियल जे प्रोव्हाइड करतात, दोज आर कॉल्ड एज डीलर्स और सप्लायर्स. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, अ स्पेसिफिक कंपनी इज मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग पीसीबी. पीसीबी मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग साठी सम रॉ कंपोनेंट्स आर रिक्वायर्ड, लाईक रेजिस्टर्स, डायोड्स, ट्रान्झिस्टर्स. मग जे हे कंपोनेंट सप्लाय करतात, दोज आर named as vendors, or they are also known as the dealers or suppliers. They are also stakeholders. Then other very important stakeholder in any business. बिझनेसमन आहे, कस्टमर आहे, सप्लायर आहे. आता का कुठली व्यक्ती येते अजून त्याच्याशी रिलेटेड बिझनेसची? एकटा बिझनेसमन सगळे प्रोडक्ट प्रोड्यूस करू शकतो का?
No, ma'am.
Then who is the fourth element required in this, for whom also this business ethics is very important?
जे डिलिव्हरी करतात ते.
जे डिलिव्हरी करतात ते, or we can say employees. So I will just write here. So with this pen I will try to write. It may not be proper that much, but you just try to understand. So first, just a minute. So this first, it is consumer. Okay, so first is the consumer, then next is owner, or we can say that is the businessman of that business. Then third, it is employee of that particular industry, and fourth, it is vendors or any other parameters. But here in this 11 points, we are going to consider mainly this consumer, then owner, and third one, it is the employee. So we will see these points with respect to all of them. The पहिला point आहे consumer movement. आता consumer movement म्हणजे काय? So consumer is very important in the business transaction. So business ethics is gaining importance because of growth of the consumer movement. Today's consumers are aware about their rights. They take action against those businessmen who create in bad business ethics practices. So what are the bad business ethics practices? Poor quality, harmful product, high profile priced products, duplicate goods, and therefore the only way to survive in the business is to be honest and fair. See, this is the description here. So I will give you a simple example that in previous days, the consumers were somewhat illiterate. त्यांना बरीचशी माहिती नव्हती. But today's consumers are very attentive, or they are having more general knowledge. That's why in some of the case, if they are not getting the product as per their expectation, immediately they will take some action. For example, तुम्ही एखादा Amazon वरून product order केलं, and if it is received by you, but that is not in a proper condition, it is in the damaged condition. So will you accept it as it is? If it is not in a proper condition as per the expectation, then will you accept it as it is as a customer? Yes?
No, ma'am. No.
So definitely you will return it, or if जरी चांगला असेल आणि तुम्हाला जर परत त्याचा काही परफॉर्मन्स खराब वाटला तर immediately you will write mail to that company, or you may return it and ask for the another one. म्हणजेच consumer movement चा अर्थ काय होतो? It is very simple. After getting the product, or after getting the or after purchasing anything from the businessman, if it is not meeting our requirement, or if it is not satisfying our requirement, whatever actions are taken by that consumer, that actions are called as the consumer movement. ह्या शब्दाचा अर्थ लक्षात घ्यायचा. Consumer movement, so this one, consumer movement means what? Actions initiated by the consumer after not receiving the product as per their expectation. That is called as consumer movement. So if we have to, हे consumer movement कधी existence मध्ये येते? For example, कधी action घेतली जाऊ शकते against the businessman? When they create the any bad business ethics practices. Bad business ethics practices. So what are the bad business ethics practices? Poor quality product, harmful product, high profile price. कधी कधी काय होतं की ओरिजिनल प्राइस ऐवजी एक स्वतःच लेबल लावून तिथं दुसरी प्राइस लावतात बराच वेळा दुकानदार. सो दॅट इज कॉल्ड एज हाय प्रोफाईल price and duplicate goods instead of original. If you are getting the duplicate good, so all these are called as the bad business or bad business ethics practices. मग ह्यातलं कुठल्याही जर प्रॅक्टिस फॉलो झाली एखाद्या बिझनेसमन कडून, and if consumer finds it, then immediately the action is taken against the businessman. That is called as consumer movement, and that's why to avoid the consumer movement, the only way to survive in the business is to be honest and fair. Okay, is that first point clear? Consumer movement means what? Yes, Shreya, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Then next is consumer satisfaction. It is very simple. If at all the consumer is not satisfied, or if consumer is not happy with the product, the business cannot run. So today's consumer is king of the market. So now we are considering this second point. Okay, you just give me 1 minute. Okay. So this point we are considering consumer satisfaction. So today's consumer is the king of the market. Any business simply cannot survive without the consumers. That's why the main objective of the business is consumer's satisfaction. If consumer will be satisfied, then and then only the business follow, or the consumer will be satisfied if only the businessman follows the business ethics, and here it is highly needed. Suppose some businessman is there who is not following the business ethics. For example, they are sending the poor quality product. Then whether the consumer will be satisfied about that businessman, or whether consumer will be satisfied about the products? No. So in order to have this consumer satisfaction, following the business ethics is important. This is the second point. First two points are related to each other: consumer movement and consumer satisfaction. If the consumer is satisfied, whether the consumer movement will take place or not? Tell me. If consumer is satisfied, whether the consumer movement takes place or not? Yes, Shivani. Are you there in the lecture, Shivani?
Yes, ma'am.
If consumer is satisfied, then consumer movement will take place or not? That I am asking. Anybody else? Consumer movement चा अर्थ काय सांगितला मी, सांगा. Yes, Shreya, Omkar.
Yes, ma'am. Consumer movement will be not take place. If consumer is satisfied, then no movement will take place.
Yes, please try to understand what concepts I am explaining. Consumer movement means action taken by the consumer if he harm or if he finds any bad practices. If consumer is satisfied, means there are no any bad practices, so consumer movement will not take place. Okay. Then the third is stop business malpractices. Again, it is somewhat related with the first point. Business malpractices. Malpractices means what? Bad is business ethics practices. ज्या काही चुकीच्या practices business मध्ये follow होतात, that is called as stop business malpractices. Some businessmen do business malpractices by indulging in unfair trade practices like black and white marketing, artificial high pricing, adulteration, cheating in weight and measures, selling of duplicate and harmful products, etc. So that black and white marketing, artificial high pricing, just we have seen that adulteration, cheating in weight and measures. So that was very commonly observed in the previous days in the villages. वजन काट्याचं वजन प्रॉपर पद्धतीने व्हायचं नाही कुठल्याही मटेरियलचं. There was something attached to that machine and the weight was not properly measured. Selling the duplicate and harmful product. कधी कधी फक्त प्राइस कमी करण्यासाठी एखादं हार्मफुल मटेरियल त्या प्रोडक्ट मध्ये यूज केलं गेलेलं असतं and that is harmful for the customer. So these kind of things, all these are called as the business malpractices. So all these business malpractices are harmful to the consumer. That's why business ethics help to stop these business malpractices. So for that the business ethics is required. If business ethics is properly followed, these malpractices will not come in the picture. So apart from this, can you tell any other malpractice in the business? इथं लिस्ट केलेल्या आहेत त्याच्या व्यतिरिक्त कुठले अजून सांगू शकता का तुम्ही बिझनेस मधली मालप्रॅक्टिस? मालप्रॅक्टिस म्हणजे काय लक्षात आलं सगळ्यांच्या? आर यू गेटिंग मालप्रॅक्टिस मीन्स व्हॉट? यस अश्विनी मोरे. Any other malpractice? Can you tell? Yes, Jnaneshwari. Any other student? Can you tell any other malpractice in the business? You are not giving answers. Why it is happening? Try to give the answer. Let it be wrong. Rohini Bhandare. Sakshi. See, if I am taking your names and you are not responding, I am going to mark your absentee. Please take note of that.
Yes, ma'am.
What question I asked? Yes. What question I asked? Apart from this, what other any business malpractice you can tell? Anybody else? Who will tell that? Vaishnavi, can you tell? Any other business malpractice? Okay, bad business practices. Okay. So please be attentive for at least next questions. For example, if some material, it is delayed, or if intentionally it is done. For example, we have discussed one concept, individual and situational influence. Suppose you are having some not good relation with some of the members in the business. So intentionally, if something wrong it is carried out, that is also called as this business malpractice. Okay, directly or indirectly, if it is harmful to the consumer, then also it is called as the business malpractice. Okay, by default or in through indirect way also, if the consumer is cheated or consumer is cheated by anyone, then it is called as the business malpractice. For that, the business ethics is important. The next, fourth importance is to improve the customer's confidence. Business ethics is needed to improve the customer's confidence about the quality, quantity, price, etc. of the products. The customer have more trust and confidence in the businessman who follows the ethical rule because they feel that such businessman will not cheat them. For example, in our home also, whenever the question comes for gold purchase or it comes for some higher cost material, usually we are not changing our shop from where we are purchasing. Because why it is happening? Because we have confidence की तिथं आपली फसवणूक होणार नाही किंवा तिथं मिळणाऱ्या प्रोडक्टची क्वालिटी ही कंपल्सरी चांगली असणार आहे. That's why this customer's confidence is increased when the businessman is following the business ethics or ethical rule. For example, if there are two shops in our city only, and one is following all the business ethics rules, and another one, there the business ethics rules are not followed. So which one we will prefer? Obviously, where the business ethics it is properly followed. Current case मध्ये the customer's confidence is developed about that businessman, that here we will get definitely the good products and we will not be get any bad service from that businessman. That's why in that way, if the customer confidence has to be increased, then all the businessmen have to follow the business ethics. That is fourth point. Then fifth one, it is survival of business. So business ethics is mandatory for survival of business. The businessmen who do not follow it will have short-term success, but they will fail in the long run. This is because they can cheat the consumer only once, and after that the consumer will not buy goods from the businessman, and that will result in the failure of the businessman. That's why if the businessman is not following the ethical rules, he will fail in the market. See, where it is simple one. Survival of business. Now any businessman, when the business is started, what is the intention of the businessman? To have survival for the long time. So no any businessman is just starting business for 1 year or 2 years. Always the businessman want to have the survival for long time. So if that is the requirement, then this business ethics should be followed. For example, एखाद्या businessman जर business ethics follow न करता एखादा product विकलं, म्हणजे फॉर एक्झाम्पल त्यांनी ओरिजिनल मटेरियलच्या ऐवजी डुप्लिकेट मटेरियल जर सेल केलं तर एक थोडे दिवस ते मटेरियल सेल होतं. बट वेन द कस्टमर्स विल यूज दॅट प्रोडक्ट अँड दे आर कमिंग टू नो दॅट इट इज नॉट द ओरिजिनल वन किंवा ह्याची क्वालिटी चांगली नाही आहे, त्या केसमध्ये काय होईल? इमिजिएटली दॅट थिंग इट इज रिफ्लेक्टेड इन द फर्दर सेल अँड प्रोडक्शन और त्याची विक्री काय होईल? त्या पर्टिक्युलर मटेरियलची बंद होईल. सो वेदर दॅट बिझनेस विल बी एबल टू रन फॉर लॉंग टर्म or whether it will be survived for long term. Yes, yes or no? If business ethics are not followed, then whether it will be survived for long time or not. Yes, you are not giving any answers by your own. Why it is happening?
No, ma'am.
So it will not be in survival for long time. So for long survival of the business, it is important to follow the business ethics. आता हे जे आहेत हे पहिले 5 पॉइंट होते ते आता पहिले 2 आहेत ते कंझ्युमर पॉइंट ऑफ व्ह्यू ने झाले. थर्ड इज ऑल्सो फ्रॉम कंझ्युमर पॉइंट ऑफ व्ह्यू. देन फोर्थ अँड फिफ्थ that is from the point of view of businessman. Improve the customer confidence, survival of business. Now this 6th point is related with the employee, those who are working in the particular company or those who are working in the industry. Importance of labor. So labor, the word here stands for employees also. Don't take it just the exact meaning wise. But labor चा अर्थ काय होता इथं? All the people who are working as an employee in the company. Labor, employees or workers play very crucial role in the success of the business. Therefore, business must use business ethics while dealing with the employees. So businessman has to follow the business ethics when he is dealing with the employees. The businessman must give the proper wages and salaries and provide them with the better working conditions. Okay. So there must be a good relation between the employers and the employees. The employees must also be given proper welfare facilities. So there should be various facilities provided to the employers. Then there are some examples that when, for example, if the employee is working and during that working hours, if some accident takes place, then that expenses are carried out by the owner many of the times. That is also policy for some of the companies. Again, whatever is the environment in the company where the area is risky, किंवा जिथं high voltage area वगैरे असेल, like in such a places, it should be properly labeled. Otherwise, that can take accident. Then the businessman must give the proper wages and salaries to the employees. So all care should be taken from the financial point of view also, and they should be provided with better working condition. मग better working condition मध्ये हे सगळे points येतात की तो जो एरिया आहे वर्किंगचा, फॉर एक्झाम्पल आता इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स कंपन्यामध्ये मोस्टली जिथं हाय व्होल्टेज रेंज मध्ये आपल्याला काम करावं लागतं, देअर प्रॉपर अर्थिंग शुड बी डन, that care should be taken, that point should be checked. Otherwise, it is harmful for the employees. Cleanliness should be maintained. As per the product and working environment, whatever necessary actions are to be taken from safety point of view as well as from hygienic point of view, all that should be properly done by the businessman. That is importance of the labor. So whatever are the rights of the labor, that should be properly given. There should be proper relationship between the employer and the labor, or employer and the employees, and they should be given proper welfare facilities. Okay, that is 6th point. Then 7th, it is healthy competition. So can anyone tell what will be the role of business ethics in such a case? Healthy competition, where the competition is going to take place, where the can anyone explain this healthy competition point? So what is this healthy competition concept? Can anyone tell? Who is going to have the competition? Healthy competition. So whenever the various companies are there who are generating the same product, so in that case, obviously there is competition between the companies. So the business must use business ethics while dealing with the competitors. Obviously, competition will be there for any product in the market. but that competition should be healthy. They must have healthy competition with the competitors. Similarly, they must give equal opportunities to small scale businessmen also. That monopoly should be avoided in such cases, and for all these healthy competition things, business ethics it is required. For example, तुमचा एखादा competitor आहे. If that competitor is having good sale as compared with your product, there will be competition between both of you, but that doesn't mean कि तुम्ही you can spread some rumors about that competitor, or unethically you cannot do anything with that competitor. So whatever is the competition, that should be healthy. That is point number 7. Then next point, it is creates good image. So business ethics create a good image of the business and the businessman. If the businessman follows all ethical rules, then they will be fully accepted and not criticized by the society, and the society will always support those businessmen who follow the necessary code of conduct. Okay, so obviously if this business ethics it is followed by the businessman, then only the image of the businessman will be good in the society and that business will be successful. That's why to create good image of the business, following this business ethics is important. For example, एखाद्या कस्टमरने जर कंप्लेंट केली एखाद्या प्रोडक्टची किंवा एखाद्या कस्टमरची फसवणूक झाली कुठल्या तुमच्या व्यापाऱ्याकडून, तर त्या व्यापाऱ्याची इमेज खराब होते. मीन्स if that image it is spoiled, obviously that is making impact on the next sale of the product, and that is ultimately creating loss of the business. So to create the good image, the business ethics is required. Then next it is smooth functioning. एखादा बिझनेस जर चांगल्या पद्धतीने रन व्हायचा असेल तर त्याच्यामध्ये इन्व्हॉल्व असणाऱ्या प्रत्येक स्टेक होल्डरनी बिझनेस एथिक्स फॉलो करणं गरजेचं आहे. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, if the businessman is following, employees are following, all the shareholders, consumers, dealers, suppliers, if all of them are following the business ethics, then the smooth functioning of the business takes place and ultimately everybody is satisfied and everyone is happy to have a part of that particular business. Okay, so they will give full cooperation to the businessman and this will result in the smooth functioning of the business. Okay, so these are the 9 points we have discussed. So can anyone tell what are these points? Are you clear with this? Because I'm not getting responses. Why? I don't know. Are you busy in some other tasks? Yes, give the answer. Rohini is there. Bhosle Vijay, Vaishnavi Valke, Ashwini More. Are you clear with the things, whatever we have seen? Yes, Rohini. Vijay Bhosle. Shreya, is it clear whatever I have explained?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, consumer movement, satisfaction, business malpractices stopping, to improve the customer's confidence, survival of business, importance of labor, healthy competition, creates good image, smooth functioning. That points we have seen. Now the last 2 points are protecting the employees, competitors and dealers. So business ethics is required to protect the interest of employees, shareholders, competitors, dealers, suppliers, etc. It protects them from exploitation through unfair trade practices. So obviously, as the business ethics is following all the moral values, all the ethical things, that's why whoever are the shareholders, they are protected in the overall process. So that is the meaning. So for example, if the businessman is following business ethics, definitely he will take care of the health of the employees, or maintaining the environment which is hygienic and which is not harmful for the employees. And as the healthy competition, the competitors are also protected. The dealers are also protected because of business ethics properly following. Okay, and last point, it is develops the good relation. So business ethics is important to develop the good and friendly relationships between the business and the society. If all the business ethics rules are properly followed from businessman side as well as from the customer side, then good relations are developed between them, and this will result in a regular supply of good quality goods. So here गुडचा अर्थ मटेरियल असा होतोय. चांगल्या क्वालिटीचं मटेरियल आणि सर्व्हिसेस कस्टमरला प्रोव्हाइड केल्या जातात. अँड इट ऑल्सो रिझल्ट्स इन प्रॉफिट फॉर द बिझनेसमन अँड रिझल्टिंग इन ग्रोथ ऑफ द इकॉनॉमी. सो इट हॅपन्स व्हेरियस टाइम्स. द एक्झाम्पल ऑफ गुड रिलेशन. सपोज एखादा बिझनेसमन एखाद्या पर्टिक्युलर डीलर कडून नेहमी कंपोनंट परचेस करतो, किंवा स्मॉल स्केल कंपनी मधून जर एखादा बिझनेसमन components purchase karat asel, suppose that 10 years 15 years he is purchasing, and in one of the year if that company is in the financial loss, so without making the payment in advance also, that the another person or another supplier will give, or that supplier will make supply of the material to the businessman just because of developing the good relationships. Okay, so in all ways, if business ethics is followed, everyone is happy and good relation is developed between all the stakeholders of the businessman. So these 11 points you have to write in the exam when the importance of business ethics it is asked. Okay, so is that clear? Yes, Onkar? Importance of business ethics is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, clear.
Then?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, after the importance of business ethics, now the next very important point we are going to discuss, that is, so in syllabus we have seen in what way we are taking the points. Try to understand the flow. Business ethics overview. Business ethics overview. This point it is completed. Then importance of business ethics, that also we have completed. Now this point we are going to start. Key context म्हणजे कुठले important parameter आहेत. Key context म्हणजे काय? Important parameter. So there are two key contexts for this business ethics that we have to see, and in that the first key context is globalization. Business ethics वरती जास्त इफेक्ट करणारे कुठले पॅरामीटर आहेत? दोन पॅरामीटर आपल्याला बघायचे आहेत, ग्लोबलायझेशन आणि सस्टेनेबिलिटी. सो फर्स्ट पॉइंट वी आर डिस्कसिंग नाउ, ग्लोबलायझेशन. ग्लोबलायझेशनचा बिझनेस एथिक्स वरती कसा इफेक्ट होतो, दॅट वी हॅव टू सी. अँड आफ्टर कम्प्लिशन ऑफ बिझनेस एथिक्स अँड रिलेशन विथ ग्लोबलायझेशन, then we are going to see for this sustainability. So first we are discussing about the globalization. So can anyone define globalization? So here the picture is shown, various aspects are shown for the globalization. Screen दिसते सगळ्यांना? Screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, visible.
Okay. What is the meaning of globalization? Can anyone tell? Many times we are using this word. So can anyone define globalization? Yes. Audumbar, can you? काय याचा अर्थ काय होतो ग्लोबलायझेशनचा, सांगा मला. दो यू आर नॉट. हा, येस.
The process of interaction and integration among the people or other companies that is worldwide.
Okay, so worldwide connection, though there is physical distance between the various countries. So this globalization has brought the various countries together through technology. Physically they are physically they are apart, but because of this technological connect, they are connected to each other very closely. For example, before some years, if some of our relatives are in the foreign countries, we were not able to communicate with them properly. Phone calls, they were very costly. But nowadays, because of that internet facility, because of WhatsApp, because of mail, immediately we are able to contact that person. So that is very simple example of globalization. Because of that technological developments, entire globe has come together and they are connected to each other through the technological tools. Though they are physically apart, but through this technology, they are connected to each other very closely. That is the meaning of the globalization. इथं बघा भरपूर पॅरामीटर दिलेले आहेत ह्या डायग्राम मध्ये. Corporations, internet, web, international integration, unity, community, economic. All these are the globalization points. Then economically, global, diversity, community. So all these are the aspect of that globalization. So people have come together very closely because of the globalization. Now, this globalization is definitely affecting on the business ethics, and how it is affecting that we have to see. But there are 3 points that we have to consider in this globalization aspect. Okay, so try to understand what I am saying. Here in this point, we have to understand how the globalization is affecting on the business ethics, or what is the relation between globalization and business ethics. But to have that understanding, we have to consider the 3 aspects in the globalization, or we have to consider the 3 issues in the globalization. So just we will see there are 3 issues in the globalization which we have to consider. First one is cultural issue, then second one it is legal issue, and third one it is accountability issue. ग्लोबलायझेशन मधले हे 3 इश्यू कन्सिडर करून आपल्याला त्याचा बिझनेस इथिक्स वरती कसा इम्पॅक्ट होतो that we have to understand in this particular point. Okay, so yesterday I have shared these PPTs on your group also, as well as everything it is given in the study material also. Okay, so before that these are some of the definition of globalization. आता हे additional slide आहे. Globalization means what? So this one, globalization has become one of the most prominent buzzwords. It has become one of the most prominent buzzwords of recent times, whether in newspaper articles, politicians' speeches, or business leaders' press conference. The globalization is frequently identified as one of the most important issues in the contemporary society. Or various times we are making group discussion also on this, that globalization is good or bad. So this term it is very commonly used in the technological world. So in this context, business ethics, we have to see what is the relation between the globalization and the business ethics, that 2 parameters. आता हे additional points आहे. Just for your information, you can read the next slides also. What is the more information about this globalization? Globalization can start by looking at the way of social connections traditionally took place. These connections, personal relations to family members, economic relations. So because of that globalization, how these things have been changed. So that is given here. But the main point you have to understand, you have to just write down globalization definition and then, so globalization is the progressive eroding of the relevance of territorial basis for social, economical and political activities, process and relations. Okay, so this can be the technical definition of the globalization. Then there are three, there is one simple example given of globalization. We no longer tend to worry about where our bank stores our money and if it is safe or not really, but we can easily take a credit card and it allows us to withdraw money from any place. That is one of the simple example of the globalization. Okay, so that is the basic concept of globalization. And as I told that 3 points we have to see. Globalization मधले 3 issues आहेत जे आपल्याला डिस्कस करायचे and how that issue is affecting on the business ethics that we have to see. And that 3 issues are cultural issues, legal issue, and third one it is accountability issue. So I will just give you one example initially and then we will stop. एक सिंपल एक्झाम्पल सांगते मी तुम्हाला. आता एखादा बिझनेस जर आपण आपल्या डोमेस्टिक रिजन मध्ये किंवा लोकल एरियामध्ये चालू केला, कल्चरल इश्यू हा पॉइंट आपण डिस्कस करतो. याच्यासाठी एक सिंपल एक्झाम्पल घ्या. सपोज यू आर स्टार्टिंग सम बिझनेस इन युअर लोकल एरिया, देन you can start the business without any cultural issues because you are familiar की आपल्या लोकल एरियाचं कल्चर काय आहे, what is the behavior of people or what is their what we can say, what are their faiths, what is their culture. For example, एखादा आता तुम्ही डेकोरेशनचं मटेरियल आहे ते विकण्याचा जर स्मॉल बिझनेस चालू केला तर you know that when it should be started. You know, generally the decoration is done more during the Ganesh festivals. It is done more in the Diwali, like that. आपल्याला त्या कंट्रीचं कल्चर माहिती असतं, त्यामुळं it is easy for you to have the business when it is in your local region because there are no any cultural issues because you are already familiar with all the cultural things about your area. But reversely, if you have to start that business in some foreign cities because of this globalization, there the cultural issues are coming in picture. Karan apna culture and that country's culture, that things are different. So that's why sometimes the situation may come where you are required to compromise with your own cultural values because of this ग्लोबलायझेशन. ग्लोबलायझेशन नसेल तर कल्चरल इश्यूज पिक्चर मध्ये येतील का सांगा मला. वेअर द कल्चरल इश्यूज विल फेस प्रॉब्लेम इन डोमेस्टिक बिझनेस और इन ग्लोबलाइज्ड बिझनेस. टेल मी आन्सर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन. सिंपल. Cultural issues will be coming in picture or that will be problematic for domestic businesses or the business in the globalization. Just give the answer. Audumbar, can you give the answer? Are you there in the meeting?
Yes, ma'am.
When the cultural issues will be having problem in the domestic business, in our local region or in the globalization. Cultural issue.
Yes, ma'am. Cultural issue.
No, but when they will have problem in our local level businesses or globalized businesses.
Globalized business.
Globalized business. Okay, so once again, I will repeat this point and we will start and we will see in detail in the next lecture. Just take one example that if you are starting any business in your own region, then you are familiar with that culture of that region. That's why there is no any cultural issue in that case. But if you are starting that business in this globalized market, then obviously culture of our country is different, culture of that country is different. That's why sometimes the situation come where we have to compromise with our moral values. That's why that is one of the effect of globalization on the business ethics. That is first point that is described here. For example, here they have given example of two countries. Chinese people might regard as more unethical to sack employees in the time of economical downwards. For example, जर चायना आणि युरोप या दोन कंट्रीजचे आपण बघितले कल्चरल, तर as per the Chinese people, they are feeling unethical to sack the employee. म्हणजे जर एखादा फायनान्शियल लॉस आला बिझनेस मध्ये तर एम्प्लॉईजला काढून टाकणे हे चायनाच्या कल्चर मध्ये बसत नाही. Whereas in Europe it is acceptable, but as per Europe's culture, what they are considering as the most unethical thing, child labor. So that may be sometimes acceptable in China, like that. प्रत्येक कंट्रीचं कल्चर वेगळं असल्यामुळं sometimes because of this globalization, that cultural issues are coming in the picture, because there is the difference between the local culture and the local moral values and the moral values and culture in the another entry. Okay, so sorry, another country. So that are along with that there are two more points. So these points we will discuss in detail in the next lecture. But at least try to understand की ग्लोबलायझेशन मधले तीन इश्यू जे आहेत त्याच्यामुळे बिझनेस इथिक्स वरती इफेक्ट होतो. सो दॅट वी हॅव टू सी. सो आर यू क्लिअर विथ द पॉइंट्स व्हॉट आर वी हॅव डिस्कस्ड in this lecture?
Yes, ma'am.
So we will stop here. You just type your number and you can view the meeting. Read kara pudcha material so that it will be clear for you to understand the next points. You can leave.